everyone. Previously I did a video on weed control when establishing forages in saline areas, and I touched on the method of using companion crops to suppress weeds in the forage establishment year. So today on this video I just wanted to go a bit more in depth on that method and show you some visual differences that we're seeing in the trial. To show you these differences, I am at the Scott location today, and this site is managed by the Western Applied Research Corporation in Scott, Saskatchewan, and it's one of 3 sites across the province. The other 2 are located at the Southeast Research Farm in Redverse and the Livestock and Forage Center of Excellence at Clavet. So I'm at this site today because there's some very visual differences between the forages seeded with companion crops and the forages seeded without as far as weed pressure goes. So let's take a quick look. Today I wanted to just quickly go over the setup for this trial and each of the treatments. So this trial was set up as a split plot, randomized, complete block design. So that means that the treatments with companion crops are on one half of the trial and treatments seeded without are on the other half. There's a total of 10 treatments in total, and it's been replicated 4 times for a total of 40 plots. So the first treatment here is the barley monocrop treatment, and it was seeded with a target of 23 plants per foot squared or 150 pounds per acre. So these next 4 treatments are forages seeded without a companion crop. So right here we have the Saltmaster mix, which is a commercial blend from Nutrien, and it includes tall wheatgrass, tall fescue, smooth brome, alfalfa, and slender wheatgrass. The next treatment we have is a pollinator mix, and this includes bird's foot trefoil, alfalfa, yellow sweet clover, sandfoin, hybrid wheatgrass, plantain, and milkweed. Next we have a single grass species, which is a hybrid wheatgrass, which is known to be saline tolerant. And then we have Halo 2 alfalfa, which is a saline tolerant alfalfa variety. The next treatments are the same forages seeded with a barley companion crop, and the barley seeded with the forages was seeded at half the rate of the control. So first here we have another control treatment of monocrop barley, and this was seeded at 1.5 times the rate of the other barley control. This treatment here is the saline mixture seeded with the barley companion crop, and this was seeded mixed rows. Then we have the pollinator mix seeded with the barley, the hybrid wheatgrass seeded with barley, and the alfalfa seeded with barley. So those are the treatments that we've included in this trial. Keep watching videos as I show the progress of this trial over the next 2 years. So these are the forages seeded without the barley companion crop, and you can see there's quite a bit of weed pressure in here. In particular, this is the alfalfa treatment, and you can see there's good establishment on the alfalfa. It's getting pretty big and starting to flower, but there's also quite a bit of weed pressure. So we'll compare that to the treatment seeded with the barley companion crop. So this is the alfalfa seeded with the barley companion crop, and you can see there's quite a bit of less weed pressure in here, and there still is fairly good alfalfa establishment. If we look down in here, we can see a bit of alfalfa, definitely less than the treatment seeded without the barley companion crop, but there's also less weed pressure. So we are starting to see that the companion crop is helping to reduce weed pressure in the seedling forages, but they may also have a competitive effect. So we're going to continue collecting data to better understand the competition effects between the companion crop, the forages, and the weeds.